Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Good morning everyone. I am so excited to be doing today's video because today's video is actually going to be a collab. I am doing a collab with Hope from Mission Keto. I will have all of her information listed down below for her YouTube channel, but I am just going to insert a quick segment here so that Hope can introduce herself.
Oh, hey, welcome. I didn't see you there. While I have you, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Hope, and my YouTube channel is Mission Keto, which basically, my mission is keto. All things keto. What can I find at the grocery stores that are keto? What can I make that is keto? What can I keto-fy of something that is not keto? That kind of thing. So, yeah, I've got this YouTube channel. I do grocery hauls on it. We do meal preps on it. I'm going to start doing what I eat in a day. And occasionally my husband and I will do filming locations videos. Those are just a little bit more fun if you're into that. But yeah, I definitely hope you would check this out. If you do come over, make sure you comment, let me know. And I want to thank you, Janet, for doing this collaboration with me. I'm so excited. So I can't wait to meet you all. And enjoy the video.
So I have collabed with Hope, and what we decided to do was to do a meal prep video. So in today's video, I am going to be meal prepping a few things. I am going to be meal prepping some pigs in a blanket. I am also going to be making egg salad that I'm going to prep for the next few days. And I'm also going to be doing a new recipe, which is going to be an egg wrap, breakfast wrap. And also going to be making some mini meatloaves. So let's get started on our meal prep. All right, first we are going to prep some piggies in a blanket for the next few days. So I'm gonna start by making my coconut pancakes. So let's get started on that. All right, so I will have this recipe linked down below, but I am going to half the recipe. So I am going to start by 1 egg. 1 ounce of softened cream cheese. I just threw mine in the microwave for a little bit. And a tablespoon and a half of coconut flour. I always use the Bob's coconut flour. It is always linked down below in my Amazon favorites. It's always the best price. Then we will need 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. Then we will need a half of a tablespoon of erythritol or any sort of sugar substitute that you use. And then we are going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And you can also add a dash of vanilla if you'd like. I'm just gonna leave that out actually today, and that is all we are going to need for our pancakes. So I put mine in my magic bullet. This always works the best. So I'm just gonna put it in my magic bullet and mix it up for a few seconds. All right, I actually ended up making the full recipe because half the recipe didn't seem to make very much. So I did make the full recipe, which will be linked down below. So I am just going to put a little bit at a time in my pancake maker here, and then we are gonna cook all these up. All right, and while those pancakes are cooking, I am just going to put some sausages with a little bit of olive oil here on the stove. These ones here are Johnsonville breakfast sausages, and I believe for 3 sausages is 2 total carbs. I will double check that once I put them in the pan, but I am just going to cook these up while those pancakes are cooking. All right, All of our pancakes are done. So that made about 2, 4, 6, 7 smaller size pancakes. This one, my first one, was actually pretty thick. I made them a little bit smaller and thinner after that one. So I would say it would make like 8 small size pancakes, which would be perfect for your piggies in a blanket. And I just cooked the sausage up right here. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to wrap up my little pancakes and just take one of the sausages, and I'm going to put them all just in this container here so I can store them in the fridge.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my face.
And then this bigger one, I'm just actually going to put in baggy, and then I can have that just along with this. It's pretty thick and big. So that is going to be our piggies in a blanket. I would suggest having probably 2 or 3 per serving size. And then what I like to do is I like to take my sugar-free syrup that I have, and I just have a little small container that I take with that as well for my lunch, and then dip it in that. Really good and pretty simple meal prep. All right, the next recipe that I'm going to do is going to be some eggs, some egg wraps and breakfast wraps. So this is a new recipe that I'm trying, but it's pretty simple. You once again are gonna need your pancake, your Dash pancake maker. I have mine just off to the side here, but I am going to start with taking, I think I'm going to use 4 eggs. So I'm just going to put 4 eggs in my bowl and lightly beat them. I'm going to put a little bit of heavy whipping cream and a little bit of salt and pepper. So let's do that first. All right, I actually changed my mind about the pancake maker, and I'm gonna do it in my smaller size frying pan. So I'm just going to turn this on low, and I'm going to spray the pan with some avocado spray. And then what we are going to do is we are just gonna make a thin kind of like egg thin. And that's what we're going to use for our wrap. So we're just going to let that cook. We're probably going to make, I ended up using just 3 eggs, so we are probably going to make like 4 wraps, hopefully. So we're just going to cook it just like a wrap, just on the stove. All right, the last one here is just cooking. So I did 4 of them, and then I will show you what we will do next. All right, so I'm just gonna take the last one out of the pan here. And this is what we're going to be working with. I have all 4 just laid out here beside me. And we are gonna start with the first one here. This was the very first one I did. It kind of fell apart in the pan, but it'll still work. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some Philadelphia cream cheese herb and garlic spread. I put this in the microwave for about 10-15 seconds to soften it a little bit. You can use any flavor that you wanted to use. I think the recipe that I will link down below calls for a jalapeno cream cheese. It also calls for avocados, but I don't have any avocados on hand. But we are just going to use this, and we are going to spread about a tablespoon on each. So we're just going to do that. Spread it on the whole entire egg wrap. And then what we are going to do is we are going to use one of those cooked breakfast sausages that I had cooked for our piggies in a blanket. We are going to put one of those in there, and then we are just going to wrap it. So you can use any kind of meat that you want. I just really like this breakfast sandwich, or the breakfast sausages, and since I prepped them already for my other meal prep, I thought that it would just work good for these as well. So I'm going to continue making these. I made 4 of them. I'll probably have 2 for each serving. So this is going to be a good breakfast idea, as well as the piggies in a blanket. That will be good for meal number 1. And then the other 2 things, the egg salad and also the meatloaf, is going to be good for meal number 2. So I have 2 meals a day while on keto, so that will be perfect. And these will be prepped for the next 2 days. I don't like doing a whole week's worth of meal prep. I usually just like doing 2 or 3 days worth. All right, so I'm just gonna finish doing both of these and that will be it.
Even though I'm wasting time, I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not.
All right, everyone, so there is our 4 sausage wrapped, and that will be good for our meal number 1 for the next couple days. All right, next we are going to make egg salad for our meal prep. Super, super easy, considering I take the easy way out and I already buy my hard-boiled eggs. It's just a lot easier for me. As you know, we do have chickens and I always find them really, really hard to boil and peel. And this is always cooked perfectly, so let's make egg salad. All right, so I have 4 eggs left in this container, so I am going to use all 4 of them. And I am just going to add a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard as well too, and some salt and pepper, and my everything but the bagel seasoning.
Gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
All right, so egg salad is done and prepped for the next couple days. I know Jimmy really likes egg salad as well too, so we can both use this for the next couple days. So easy as that. All right, I am also going to prep some bacon because I do need it for my next recipe, which is going to be the mini meatloaves. So I just did the twisted bacon. I had already preheated my air fryer, so twisted bacon, put in the air fryer. And what I love about this air fryer is that it already has a preset for the bacon and it always cooks the bacon perfectly. So this is the Consori air fryer. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely love it. If you guys are interested in it, it is always linked down in my favorites. Always has it for a reasonably priced as well. And this one here especially, it comes with like the longest standing, like as far as how long it'll last, the best overall long term and everything like that. And that is why I chose the Consori. So I am going to press the bacon setting and that will be done in about 8 minutes. All right, the next recipe I am going to be making is going to be mini meatloaf. So let's get started. All right, so my bacon is all done cooking. So I am going to use 2 slices of that with this recipe. But first I am going to slice up some sun-dried tomatoes for this recipe. Now, it gives you a list of options as far as like seasonings that you can use for this. You probably don't have to use all of them, I would say, but I am going to be using, because I had some on hand, is some of the sun-dried tomatoes, which I actually do like. And I am just going to put those right on my chopping board here. And I'm going to chop these up first, and then after that we are going to chop up our bacon.
Nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. I love the things you said to me.
All right, so I have just preheated my oven to 350. So what I did first is I greased my mini cupcake tin, I guess if you want to call it that. This is what I use for like my brownies, and I use them for like a lot of muffins, and they work perfect for my mini meatloaves as well too. This is a pan from Pampered Chef, and I'm just going to put that off to the side. And in here I have our ground, it's actually ground venison. So I have mentioned before that Jimmy and I are hunters, so we do provide our own meat. So we have our ground beef, and we have steaks, and we have roast as well too. And it's mainly either deer or elk is what we hunt. So that is what I have here. And I am just gonna mix all of my ingredients together with this, and I'm just gonna put on some gloves and mix it all together and get it all well combined. So this is just one package. We usually have our packages usually in like, it's about 1.5 pounds is usually what our packages are. Not exactly measured, but mostly that. So I am going to put in here 2 eggs. And some salt and pepper. This is the pepper. And this is our pink Himalayan salt. Then I am also going to put my homemade everything but the bagel seasoning as well too. And I'm gonna put in some oregano. And then I'm going to add my bacon and my sun-dried tomatoes to the mixture. That is all we are going to add. We are just going to make sure that it's really, really well combined. And then we are going to put them in our muffin tin.
Seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever want.
All right, and then we are just going to top it with some shredded cheddar cheese.
Come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant.
All right, and then we are going to put this in a 350-degree oven for approximately like 25 to 30 minutes. All right, and these are the mini meatloaves are all done. And like I said, I've made this recipe before, and these turn out absolutely amazing. So I will have the recipe for these linked down below so that you can give them a try as well. All right, so that is the end of the meal prep, and thank you so much, Hope from Mission Keto. If you haven't already gone over to subscribe to her YouTube channel, make sure that you stop and do so. I will have her channel linked down below. She does a ton of meal prep and grocery hauls, so make sure you go and do that. So thank you so much, Hope, for collabing with me, and it was so fun to do. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.